All right, Parker, Vaughn, Carter, Hicks, Mason Manzavrakos, two captains for the U16, Elgin Middlesex Canucks, and London Junior Knights. A couple clients of ours. Had the pleasure of training them all summer. Guys, welcome on board here.
Yeah,
we're really happy. Yeah, for sure, man, to have you guys here. You guys are special players, really good guys, and we've had a lot of fun over the past summer here. Trying to help you guys out and get ready for the year. But they're both playing for coaches that we know. Danny Sevret, obviously Mason coaches with London, and Trevor Gallant I went to high school with, and one of the, I think he's the top 5 leading scorers in the OHL of all time. Did you know that, Parker?
I had no clue.
Yeah, he's like 4th or 5th all time. This guy was wasn't always like in really good shape and that, but he just had such a mind for hockey. Yeah. But he was playing junior B at 14 because they were allowing that back then, and he was dominating. And then high school, you could play high school hockey in junior B back then. And he was, one of the top players at that time. So he was 9 playing with 11, 12, 13, and probably grade 17 in our day. Yeah. But they both come, I know, Parker, you come from a hockey background. Your dad played university hockey. Yeah. And what we want to do is just kind of go over their careers and kind of talk a little bit about how you guys grew up. They're buddies. They play together in the spring hockey tournaments. Yeah. And then they hate each other when they get on the ice. So it's going to be quite a battle this Saturday. Is going to be a big game. Yeah. But Parker, we're going to start with you a little bit here. Kind of take us back. You're from St. Thomas. That's where you played minor hockey?
I played minor hockey in Port Stanley.
Port Stanley?
Yeah, because I live right outside the border.
Yeah.
To go to Port Stanley, so that's where.
So how you were young?
Yeah, like when I was 3 till 8.
8 years old.
Yeah.
Were you banging them home back then too, or what? Both these guys that really can turn on a lot of offense when they want to. So was your dad? You guys were all living in Port, or in between?
Halfway between St. Thomas and Port. Yeah.
And then what happened? What was the move to change? How'd you guys change that, or just competitive hockey started, and that's when you end up with Canucks?
Yeah, I just got old enough to play for Chiefs at the time, Canucks now. Old enough to play, so I went and tried out.
Hicks, what about you, bud? London boy?
Yeah, just growing up playing for the local Okojiros team, and always a forward. And then first year of Knights, being a 9-year-old, trying out year before, got cut. But my dad believed that if you know what you're doing, you know what you're gonna do and work hard for. So that was it. And then first year of AAA tryouts, Daniel Casey's dad came up to me. I played the cross, so he saw how I saw the floor, and then he mid tryout came up to me and said, "Go try D," and just been a D ever since.
Really, Casey's dad was the way back. He was
it was minor Adam to minor Pee Wee as their coach. Yeah,
he was a good coach.
Yeah, I
like coach.
Him. I loved him.
Good guy.
Great guy. Yeah.
And you guys have known each other for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? You played each other all the time?
We've played each other since minor Adam, but we got close Bantam, minor Bantam.
Yeah, Bantam age. Yeah.
You guys like each other? Or?
Yeah. It's fun. Definitely not on the ice, but we have our battles, but off the ice we're great players.
Yeah, these guys are professionals, man. I watch you guys come to the gym, and we've had a lot of young guys in my life and even pros. And I watch you guys come in early all the time, warm up, do your thing. I always ask everybody how they feel, and you get some guys, I'm a little bit tired. I want to hang out on this side. And it's you guys are not like that. You guys want to come into the gym, train. You're serious about it. The competition level.
Yep.
And if you want to be the best, it is what it is, right? There's no I'm a little bit tired or sore tonight. So that I know you guys bring every time. But I've also got to watch you guys play. And, really offensive defenseman. Parker's a real offensive forward. What do you guys think, in terms of your game transpiring over the last 2 years from minor Bantam, major Bantam to now? What's the biggest change that you guys have noticed in the style of play or the level of play?
I just think it got faster. Every team's gotten better, every player's gotten better, and the game just picks up pace every age.
Yeah, quite a bit. Is it something you've adapted because you're doing well at it? But it's is it that much quicker?
Yeah, speed's big now. It's a big thing. Well, the game's definitely changed. Obviously, first year hitting, people just ran around hitting each other, and then now it's got more skilled and fast.
Yeah.
So I think that's the biggest thing I've noticed.
I remember that. I remember when contact first came in. I'm like, the first game, you guys remember.
Yeah.
You're sitting there and you're going like, what the frig's going on here the first couple shifts? But then by about game 5 or 10, it started to kind of go away again, right?
Settle in, yeah.
Yeah. You guys find that there's lots of contact at this level or no? So far?
I honestly think it's the team that you play and kind of the coaches they have, like, not to say any names, but Chatham, like, they just kind of run around, hit each other, and they try to get under your skin, so.
That's what they need to do maybe to try to beat you guys, right?
Yeah. I think that's their game plan, game style.
Parker, same?
Yeah, it depends on the team. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Are you guys, is Elgin bring the physical game?
I think we try to make that a big aspect of our game because, like, me personally, I love hitting.
You like the contact, I know.
Yeah, I need to do it way more, but I do like the hitting.
Yeah, but you got to do that, man. Like, it's part of the game, right?
Yeah.
Nixie, I know that you put on a lot of size this summer, too, and that was one of your goals, obviously, to play more physical and that, because I know you're a skilled guy. But it's like, I think if you guys watch, I mean, you can't take yourself out of the game, but you have to finish checks.
Yeah.
What are the things the scouts or agents are telling you guys are going to get noticed during this year's play?
I think it's just sticking to your game style. Like, obviously it's a big year, but you got to stick to what you're good at and not change, like, your play style.
Yeah, I agree. Like, do what you're really good at and dominate and become the best you can be doing that.
Yeah,
right?
let the other players do, like, same thing. Like, if I was playing with Vaughn, I'd let him do his thing and I would do my own thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Mace, do you see anything out there like from these guys? You watched them play now a few times together.
I coach Hicksy and I get to coach against Vaughn.
Which sucks.
It's not fun. It's not fun coaching against Vaughn, but it's I mean, it's a great time, and the kids all listen. They all do what they're told, and little bad habits that we're trying to fix this year. And right now we're tied for first with Elgin. And
you can never say that around, but I can see Vaughn and just say, he's like, you guys got 2 more games than we.
Getting ready for Saturday, but
he's so competitive. It's awesome. I love it.
Well, the guys respond to me well, and I tell them, you guys just got to do your job and work as hard as you can out there. If you take any seconds off, people in the crowd can see what's going on. They can tell your body language, and you just need to put your full effort in. And if you're a goal scorer, finish. And if you're a defensive player, defend. And that's what it comes down to. At the next level, you got to do whatever your job is, the best you can do.
Yeah.
There.
You guys played in a tournament in Nashville last year. That tournament, is that like, it must be an elite tournament for players.
Tournament.
Yeah.
Was it good?
It was great playing. Like, you see Sweden practicing, Finland practicing, and it's pretty interesting, like, what they do and how they practice. And
it's a lot different.
Yeah, like, I think they did skating for at least 40 minutes and then did a couple buzzing drills. But, like, we played Kazakhstan. Like, obviously it was unreal. Their crowd was chanting Kazakhstan the whole time. It was unreal playing them.
Were they any good?
They were good. They were a good team.
Yeah, they would have had some Russian guys on there, right?
Yeah.
Was it Akbars? Was that the name of the team? You remember or no?
No.
It was just Team Kazakhstan.
Team Kazakhstan.
Yeah, but, Nashville is great. Obviously, Nashville's a great town, and seeing what...
I've never been.
Oh, it's awesome.
You guys went down together, didn't you?
Yeah.
Like, did the dads go with you two? Is that how?
No, we went separate.
You went separate.
Yeah, we were hanging out.
You hung out the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you guys do?
We did good. We made it to the finals.
We got
So
second. Lost to a pretty stacked team.
What was the score?
4-1, something like that.
4-1 with an empty netter, I think.
Yeah.
Now, were you guys, like, so this is last year, Major Bantam. You guys get anybody approaching you, talking to you last year about hockey, or not really?
Not really.
No, just it'd be more agents probably trying to get a hold of you guys.
Yeah, people come in, like, spring teams, like, to play for tournaments like Nashville, but nothing really.
Yeah, it doesn't.
People trying to milk you.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, like, I know that the OHL Central Scouting watches Major Bantam. They're even watching minor Bantam now. I thought, for some reason, about 5 years ago, they weren't doing any of that. It was minor midget only. So now they're doing Major Bantam, minor Bantam, and you guys have been through that process. Now, I know these teams are starting to look. You guys are big cards. I mean, I think you guys, not to put pressure on anybody, but what do you do before game to prepare, like on the day of a game, just to be calm, steady, cool, collective, and you know, be ready for the game? Hixie, what's your prep?
Usually, like, because we play on the Monday nights, come home, take a little 30-minute nap, and then I have a shooting room in my basement, get the hands going, and I also have Normatex, like leg sleeves, and just get the legs nice and fresh. So just obviously before the game, just like making sure don't overthink anything, and just like make sure that you're prepared and not. First shift obviously has to be good, so you don't want to be sloppy, so you have to be dialed in before the games. Yeah. And obviously get a good warm-up in, play a couple sewer games with the boys. So.
Yeah, get a little fun going with the guys. You got to be relaxed too, right?
That's a big thing. Like having fun and being relaxed is a big thing through every hockey year. Just trying to have the most fun you can.
And food, you're eating good that day, I would assume. Like, how many times would you eat on a day of a game, Hixie? What's your routine?
Usually, like, just a breakfast and then a smoothie. Like, you guys got me on a smoothie in between breakfast and lunch, and then I go home now for lunch, make sure put the pounds on now. So and then I don't eat before my nap because that kind of affects me, I think, and then have a couple protein chocolate milks, the Fairlifes, and then
you love those Fairlifes.
Oh yeah,
I gotta tell the story here
Probably
quickly.
The best protein drink I've tasted.
Yeah.
He jumps on the scale and I go, Hixie, you're down 5. He goes, what? I go, you're down 5. I go, what's going on? Phone call to Shannon. Hey, Mom, can you bring me some stuff to put in the cooler here? She brings like 2 24 packs of these chocolate shakes and 4 boxes of protein bars.
I think they're still there. I haven't had those in a while. They're probably frozen solid.
Oh my God! But you know that's important for you.
Yeah, food is definitely important.
100%. And it's like, I think you guys. That's the biggest thing. I think going into the OHL now is you guys. I know how much work you do on the ice. I know you guys do a lot of extra on ice stuff. I know that you guys train, and I know that you guys are starting to understand the importance of eating. Vaughn, I think your dad helps you out a lot with that.
Oh yeah, he does.
Right?
100%.
Like I talked to him in the summer. Like I know he takes some time off to help you train here, train Oakville, whatever you're doing, and you're kind of making sure that you got everything that you need to be the guy that you are.
Yeah.
What's your routine? Are you a guy that shows up to the rink early when you finish school? How does it work for you?
We don't have that much week games when we play, so it's
You're more weekend.
Yeah, like Saturday, Sunday. So like a Saturday home game will, like I'll get up at like 8, 9, like go hang out for a bit, have breakfast, like eggs normally, and then
like a big breakfast or
no, just like a few eggs.
Okay.
Like maybe not even toast me sometimes, and then I go outside, either shoot pucks or just shoot some hoops just to get loose and like get some fresh air. Then I'd go play. Me and my dad have like a ritual. We play ping pong before every game.
You really? Yeah.
In our basement. So
every time.
Every time we play ping pong, a few games. I gotta keep my win streak going. So far.
You beat him every time or no?
It's close, but yeah. Then after that, I go upstairs, shower, and then get ready.
So you're pretty active on a day of a game. You like that?
Oh yeah, I love to get moving because I don't want to sit around.
Yeah.
I'll feel all lazy.
I get super. I remember I would just get so bored waiting.
Yeah.
I hated game days for one reason is just waiting for the game.
Yeah, you just want it to happen.
I wanted it on the ice so quick and so fast, but
yeah, I think it, like you got every player has different routines. Do you like being that active, or do you like it the way you do it? Have you tried anything different, Hixie?
No, not really. Naps are definitely new.
Yeah.
Today, like with high school, so up early and end early. So just trying to like stay, obviously, like I said, relaxed and have fun with it, and then just trying to like what Parker said, stay active. You don't want to be like just sitting there watching a movie or something. Obviously, I
some guys do though.
No, I know. I don't know how they do it, but have like the same YouTube videos I watch, some college clips, and then just pack the bag, shower. Pre-game meal is salmon and rice.
Yeah.
My billet's got me on that. So.
What's your pre-gamer, Vaughn?
It depends how much time I have. Like if it's a night game, I'll have pasta. Yeah. If it's just like a afternoon game, I'll have like a turkey sandwich. Yeah. With the eggs in the morning, obviously.
So even if you're like feel for breakfast, you said you don't want to overdo it. you may have a bigger appetite that morning, but you don't attack it like that.
Yeah.
You purposely kind of keep it down, eh?
Man, my normal breakfast is like 2 eggs and then a protein shake. And then I'll have like a light, like a small bowl of pasta or like a small sandwich, and then that's pretty much
Yeah, you just keep it. That's.
I don't want to feel bloated when I go to the game.
Yeah.
I always like that feeling like when I played football, I was like, where I was almost like not starving, but
like
just
a little bit of hunger.
a little bit, right? And I felt like my metabolism was moving.
You're
really
more
quickly.
sharp. Like your brain thinks a lot quicker when you have less carbs in your body because you're just depleted. So your brain is like on hyper alert, like fight or flight, right?
But every athlete has like a different routine. And I remember when I would live with Thornton in Boston, he would have me down there. Like I would stay there for a week, make his meals. But he liked to just go and walk around, and he didn't like snoozing and having a nap. He wanted to go around kind of moving. He just felt like if he slept, he just was tired. But then you have other guys who just like sleeping for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Show up at the rink. Are you guys there an hour before, 2 hours before, 35, 40 minutes before? What's the deal?
I'm like a hour 45 before hour 30, depends.
And when you get there, Vaughn, do you like start your thing or like?
Yeah, I get there. I'll stay in my suit and tape my stick. Actually, no, I've started to like switch into my warm gear and then go tape my stick and then bring it back and then just start playing sewer.
Start with the boys a little bit, right?
Yeah, get the boys excited.
So how long does that what does it go for? Half an hour sewer?
Ours is like 15, 20 minutes.
15, 20.
Yeah, it depends. The LJK boys aren't definitely
Don't got a lot of time in minor
best
hockey.
super players. So
You know what? I'm like been around the game so long. That thing's been around so long. Does it ever change or no?
No.
All the other I haven't. I've been out of the NHL for a little bit now, but I'm going. They still do it,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
So you guys, you good at it or what?
I like to think I'm decent, but
Yeah.
obviously when you get clearly out, you obviously don't want to be up.
There's some guys that can move the ball around pretty well.
Yeah, well, Ethan Dean and I would say Manny are
Really good at it?
are just unreal. So you just target them.
They're the last two guys. What about you guys? Who's you get on your team there with that?
Lucas Van Steensel's pretty good.
Is he?
Yeah. Nate Slott's got some good feet, but
Really?
we always target him and get him out quick. 'Cause,
You hammered it at him, eh?
it's awesome. It's
There's
so
always
fun.
those couple guys that everyone picks on.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
So you guys are heading into this weekend, and this is Elgin is one game behind regardless. I think Lennon's up by 1 point.
Three.
3 points?
Three
3
right
points.
now.
3.
Yeah.
So last year, this time, was it the same, or were you guys, because you guys had a good team, right?
Yeah, we were good. Yeah.
You guys had a pretty good team too. Like you guys have always gone pretty deep
Yeah.
into the playoffs. You guys ever won it?
Yeah.
You have?
A couple of years.
Like the whole thing?
Our alliance.
Yeah.
Players, yeah.
So Alliance, you won it once, twice.
The last two, Major Bantam, Minor Bantam, Minor Pee-wee, and then Major Pee-wee was a COVID year. So.
Okay, so you had quite a bit of success there.
Yeah.
What about you guys, Hixie?
We won for the couple. I think it was 3 years, right? And then like we've always been battling for
It's
the
always-
championship.
It's always been you
It's
two
always-
guys.
Yeah,
most-
until like last year playoffs, we didn't do the best. Lost the challenge.
Last year,
I
you
think.
guys didn't have too good of a season.
No,
It was
we
struggle.
kind of.
You went to what'd you go to the semis or quarters last year?
We were first round.
Last year was
I'd
weird
say.
though. It was the first
lost
round.
It was
first round.
different.
It was a
yeah.
round, and then you'd go into like a tournament.
Yeah,
Like,
play like
weekend.
3 teams.
Why'd they do that?
No clue.
They're not doing that again, right? That's
They didn't do it
It's-
for minor
it's
midget.
playoff rounds again.
it's playoff rounds again.
Yeah.
So you guys have faced each other in the finals like more than one time.
Oh
Yeah.
And who was it Casey that was coaching you guys most of those years?
Yeah, the years that we won, Casey was the coach. So
Yeah. And then you guys, Johnny?
Johnny was coaching for us.
So how long did you have Johnny for?
Minor Pee-wee to Major Bantam.
A major Bantam.
So yeah, last year.
Yeah, he's still kicking around there. I think he's with London, a little helping the Knights out a little bit too.
He's coaching the 09 team.
The 09s. Yeah, I got some of those guys coming up there, and you guys seen that Nutting kid? He's pretty good, eh?
He's
Yeah,
pretty good.
yeah.
He's good.
He's a good kid too. He doesn't say anything, comes to the gym and just kind of like really quiet. Seems like I watched a couple games, got good skill.
yeah.
Who's your call-ups for you guys?
As of right now, I don't have any, but we have 10 forwards and 70.
Yeah.
So when someone's hurt, we got 9 forwards. So.
And you guys, Vaughn, you have anybody come up yet or no?
We have Ryan Lahoulier. He plays Dorchester.
Yeah.
He played here on Perth last year. He played for us a couple years ago. He's our age. He APs for us.
EAPs for you guys?
Yeah.
Wait a sec. Where's he playing?
Dorchester AA, I think.
And how come they do that?
They do the same age instead of a year younger
same
now.
age.
Oh, okay.
They give the AA kids a shot.
A shot at that.
Yeah.
You guys don't have a AA system. Elgin doesn't have a AA. London does.
Yeah, we have
So-
2 teams there.
But you guys, they can take, 2 major Bantam players? And you have to take any AA players too, or
It
not?
has to be AA.
Oh, it has to be AA.
It has to be AA, unless like it's okayed by someone.
You guys can't
Right.
take 09s?
We can, but it's like the first come, first serve is the guys that are the same
Yeah,
age.
yeah.
I think that's how it kind of goes, but
So both these guys are AP in Junior B too. Strathroy for Hicksy,
St. Thomas for
St.
Vaughn.
Thomas for Vonner. What was your experience like, guys? Vonner, the first game you strapped on the skates to play junior, were you nervous or no?
Yeah, a little bit, but I just
Washed it
tried
out
to-
quick?
Yeah, just try to get out of my own head and just have fun.
Anybody chirping you out there?
Yeah, some guy chirped me for my gloves because I was wearing orange gloves with a green jersey. So I was like,
Oh, all right, buddy, no problem. Eh? Here, take 3 points. Here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Vonner we had a big game the one night. I didn't get 3 points, right?
yeah, it was an empty netter goal.
Whatever. It went in.
Solid goal.
Still got to score a goal there, right?
Yeah,
He put you out at the end he probably wanted you to get it.
yeah. I don't know. I just ended up. They were like, Vaughn, you're going. I'm like, oh, okay.
All right, no problem.
Yeah.
Did you find did you guys find it a little bit easier at that level because maybe guys are a little smarter, a little older?
The only there's a big difference is the strength and the size of the players.
Yeah.
Like everybody's
Speed of the game.
Yeah.
everybody's way stronger in a puck battle. You gotta be way harder.
But you seem to adapt to it good, you guys. Like you guys were, I think, because a lot of times you get those. Not to say that the guys you're playing with are at a lower level, because I think there's a lot of good players out there. But I think you guys understand the game really well, and I think when you get with older guys, you just kind of know where to be. And I think sometimes the pass is easier, comes to the tape a lot more. I would assume those things happen, Hicksy.
Yeah.
Like you find the same thing. Strath's got a good team this year too.
Yeah, they're in first place right now. So I played a couple of preseason games, and I found like what you asked Vonner, it was a little bit easier because they're a little bit smarter and they skate a little harder, and
Yeah.
the speed's just a big thing now. They're just way faster.
100%.
Yeah.
Way faster. And that's what we're going to kind of turn the topic to now is, that was the number one thing I remember talking to, both your parents. Vonner especially, I think your parents wanted a little more size and strength because you're pretty quick as it is. Same with you, Vonner. You're quick too, but I think, everybody skates a little bit differently and stuff like that. But, what have you guys noticed? You guys started training from a younger age. When did you guys start working out? How old were you, Vonner?
14.
14.
Like my summer going into minor band.
That's when you started.
Yeah, or major band. One of the
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forget which one.
It's amazing how you guys have evolved. Same with you, Hicksy, 14?
No, I was a little bit younger. I think I was around 12 or 13.
Yeah.
Just trying to try to grow a little bit. Obviously, grow into the body and just try to fill it as much as I could at that age.
Yeah. And I know the challenges, guys. Hockey's a very demanding sport. I know you guys play a lot of hockey. I know the seasons go long for you guys. Typically, hopefully they go really long again for you guys this year. But, kind of touch on what you see now. What you guys have practiced with OHL guys. I know you guys skate with some OHL guys and probably some pro guys. What do you see that you need in your game now to take it to the next level in the next year?
Just speed.
More speed.
Yeah, just you gotta think the game quicker. Not just speed as in
foot
how fast
speed.
you go, but you gotta think the game quicker. You gotta try and be 1-2 plays ahead of your opponents.
Yeah.
And, the strength too. You just gotta in the hunger to wanna
To compete
and win the puck battles, win the game. Just work ethic. Yeah.
So when you guys do you guys break your games down ever? Do you ever watch your own video, your games, and go, oh shit, you know what? I need to do this. I didn't do that enough. Do you spend time on that?
Oh, yeah. Well, Danny has a couple guys out filming, and
Yeah.
he sends it to our group chat, and then I spend time just watch the game, break it down, and obviously just try to fix the things that you can, and just realize what you can control and can't control during the game.
Sometimes I know sometimes the game just goes funny. It doesn't matter what happens. It's like you play a team that's not as good as you, and sometimes you play to their level.
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, like I said, you guys, so far, I think both teams have done exceptionally well, but there will be times during the year where you're like, I can't believe we lost to those guys.
Yeah.
Right? It's going to happen. But I think from what I've seen too, like at your age, the next level up, like Vaughn saying, is the speed, the thinking. But I also think that, having the ability to compete hard, 200-foot game, more for him, than you. I know you got to get up and down, but how important is that to your coach, like the defensive part of the game?
Oh, 100%. Like, Trevor wants us to play a good defensive game first, and I love it because I need to work on my defensive game at some points. Like,
that's all the goal scorers pretty much do.
Good for you, Vaughn, for saying that, because, I mean, everybody's got to work on it, right?
Yeah, and, it's just, I need to...
Do you find it creates more offense?
And once you take care of your own house, it like opens up chances to get plays done in the
for sure, right?
If you think about it, you'll never get down the ice if the breakout's not good.
Yeah.
If you don't break out of your own end, you're never going to get offensive chance. So that first initial movement up the ice is like super important.
Yeah. And you're on the wing, right, Vaughn?
Yeah.
So right side, left side?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I'm right now, but it doesn't matter.
Do you like playing? You ever the off wing? You like shooting from there too?
It doesn't really matter. Like
why do I know there's only a few guys in the NHL that do it, but it makes sense if you're skating down the ice when you're shooting. It just seems like it's a easier shot if you're a righty going down the left side. Is it or isn't it?
No, I don't. I like shooting from all the angles, like from both right side, left side. But
definitely is easier.
Yeah, but I do have more. It's more comfortable shooting on the right side.
On the right side,
yeah.
And you're a lefty.
Righty.
You're a righty, so right. Okay.
Righty on the right.
And Hicksy, you're
righty.
Righty.
Yep.
Which is a big demand for D to be a righty now.
Yeah.
And then 7 or 8 years ago, it was like lefties.
Yeah, no such thing as righties then.
No, back in our day, it was like everybody was right. Then everybody started turning into a left-handed shot for about a decade, and then now it's like kind of split, I think, again. Would you guys say it's 50-50 on the team?
I still think there's more lefties.
Yeah.
More lefties, eh?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
We only got, 4 of them?
Yeah. Coomer, Builder, me, Jenny.
4 lefties.
4 righties.
4 righties, and the rest of all lefts.
Yeah.
What about you guys, Vaughn?
Me, LT, Kravich, and Ackerman.
Andrew.
So Andrew Willis, we got 4.
5, yeah.
6. I might be forgetting someone, but around.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, I know.
So power play, you guys, how's it been productive so far? Like you guys, I know it's a work in progress for both teams. I think you guys are struggling a little bit on it, right, Mace? On the PP, I see 13% or something like that.
Not very good. Need to attack the net a lot more and find ways to move people left to right, get a shot off, and really focusing when it comes down to putting the puck in the back of the net. I think are the most important things that we need to do. And a lot of people, young players, just have a tendency to kind of float, stick handle too much, and then it everything breaks down, right? And then you have no play to do. So I think moving it quick, getting guys to shift is important for you guys to put the puck in the net, and then the rest is up to you.
Where do you play on the power? Where do they got you?
It switches, but my one-timer flank right now.
It's a one-timer. Yeah. You guys, what do you run? Like an umbrella, or what do you guys have going?
Yeah, we got 1-3-1.
1-3-1. Hicksy, you?
Are
you at the top?
I'm at the back door right now, but
the back door.
Danny's kind of been
different than the 1-3-1.
Yeah, Danny's kind of been switching me from top and flank, but we have like a solid goal line guy.
Yeah.
And then a net front and a wall guy. So
easy. The systems are the same, guys, all the way up pretty well. Does anything change much or not?
Pretty much. I think kind of our systems from last year kind of changed into this year. Kind of more of a structure on the defensive side, but just trying to get the pucks out play good defensively and get the pucks out fast as we can.
Yeah, I mean, good defense always helps your goaltender out, and like you said, that was one thing that was with Mason. He was so offensive. Like they tried for a long time. Mason he had this thing where he just wanted to score all the time, but eventually when he did start playing defense, his stock went up. Like you started getting more ice time, right? You're not going to get away. Like Antonio Strange is a kind of a good example. He was his first year in London, dangleitis, unbelievable, but was on the fourth line. Right, and I don't know if he was on the second PP that first year or not. Hicksy, you've watched them for a while.
I don't know about his first year, but I know definitely in his last year with Luke Evangelista. Obviously, those two. Kind of ran the whole OHL. So. But
he started to figure it out because Dale wouldn't. Dale doesn't deal with that. I remember Dale when he was in Washington, and that year he took over the team. Do you guys know he was coached the Capitals for a bit?
Yeah.
And he brought him, I think, to the semifinals, and he was benching Ovechkin. Because he wasn't playing two-way hockey. Right? And I think Ovechkin got a lot better at it, helped his game for sure. But, I mean, he's still an anomaly. Like, he's a guy, I don't know how you score from the same spot in all those years, and guys can't figure out how to stop him.
Because he has 4 other guys that can score the same way. At every other position. So it doesn't matter what you can do. You have to watch everybody else. So.
Yeah. So who are the big dogs in Toronto? Teams, yeah.
I would say definitely Vaughn Kings.
So they're strong again.
Yeah, the Marlboros are
they're always strong.
Squad.
Yeah.
And Barry's got a strong squad this year too. We lost them in the finals and they went it up.
Yeah, you guys started out slow in that game, but you came back. I heard, right?
We had a good third period, made it a little interesting. Then we gave them a power play and they scored.
And they scored.
Kind of like iced the game.
So what was the final?
6-3.
6-3. Yeah. What would you wish you had back in that game, Vaughn, if you had to play it again?
To not take the penalty.
Did you take a penalty or what happened?
I ran into a guy behind the net, and then it was an awkward play. We were on a power play. I was trying to swing, and he came behind the net. Then I ran into him, and I got called for an interference penalty.
So was it a bad call?
I would think it was, but I could see what the ref was seeing. And then their power play is just nuts because they all play so well together.
And you know those guys? Like, do you guys know a bunch of them?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Did you guys know? Like, were they good last year too?
They were a good squad, but they picked up a few
guys.
Yeah. They were really strong.
It seems like those teams up that way get the luxury of getting those extra guys. You guys don't have that luxury, right? But so there's Marlboros. Who is the team to beat? Or nobody knows yet?
It's pretty close so far. JRC is definitely a good team this year. Same with Vaughn.
Yeah.
I think people kind of doubt Oakville. They've got a couple strong guys. So
they'll be strong.
Yeah, they'll be good. I know, like, the Marlboros they always find a way to be good.
They're always good.
Yeah, they always have.
Yeah, Tavares and Marner own the team, I think, right?
Yeah, something like that.
And is it Richard Power still the coach there?
No.
No?
No? Do you guys know that name?
It kind of sounds familiar, but not really.
I think I always see him somehow in some type of social media with him somehow, some way.
He's not.
No way. So you guys have been, what are they called? It's OHL Cup. Last year was OHFs.
Yeah.
Did you guys both go? You guys did.
My team went, yeah.
How'd you do there, Vonner?
We had a good tournament.
Yeah.
We missed out on the semifinals by a point because we tied Thunder Bay in the final game.
So it was one of those weird instances.
We had to win to move on.
Didn't win.
Yeah, it was a tough ending, but it was good. We could.
Who won that?
Vaughn.
Vaughn, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mason played for Vaughn too, and you guys were pretty strong. I mean, we lost to JRC in the first round that when you played, but they weren't as good as
they won the OHL Cup that year.
Did they win, or was it Don Mills?
No, it was JRC that won.
Oh yeah, JRC won. So it's always like JRC or Marlboros.
And Vaughn Kings too. I remember OHFs, they had it in Elgin, and I remember playing them for the first time, and I was like, wow, like they really know how to move the puck.
Yeah. It's not that I don't think you guys, I mean, you guys are that level, same level as those players, and there's a bunch of guys that that play in the league here that are at that level, but I think they just have more people to choose from at the end of the day. So what's the trick to beat these guys? Like, if you're playing, because it just seems like I've watched it for years now. You're playing them. It's 0-0. Then it's like 1-0 for, let's say, you guys, and then all of a sudden they'll score one. You go in the penalty box, you're going to pay because they've got lots of talent. But what is the key, you think? I know we're not there yet. I know you guys aren't in the OHL Cup, but if you were going in there tomorrow, what would you want to tell your team? Because you guys are the captains. What needs to be done to beat these guys?
Definitely just trying to outwork them. Like, I think we played the Vaughn Kings in the U14 OHL Cup, and I just always get the feeling about the Toronto teams, like they think they're just going to like walk right through you guys and
100%.
it's going to be a cakewalk, and they're going to start off flat, and you obviously have to take advantage of that right away.
Yeah, you can't give them an inch.
Yeah, I remember, like, I think it was Jamie, and he scored in the first period, and you could just see, like, Vaughn was, like, shocked. Like, they had no idea, like, what was
going on.
Yeah, they had no idea. They were
They
just
didn't like
lost.
it.
No, they did not like it.
Their coaches, I love watching the coaches on the bench when that happens.
Yeah, they just got super upset.
Oh, yeah, you guys were up. You played, it was JRC. You guys were up, what, 1-0 or 2-0? Scrambling on the bench.
Yeah.
I was watching the coaches on the bench. They didn't like it. Anyway, but it always seems like there's some, in the last podcast I was talking to, who do we have on? We were talking about this, Mace, where it seems like the Alliance team, there's always a situation that happens. Two teams, you guys start the playoff bracket, and somehow they were supposed to play Vaughn, right? And you ended up playing JRC, and it was like, no, everybody's done the analytics, the math, whatever it is.
They usually try to get the Alliance teams kicked out.
It almost feels like that.
No, it's true. They do that.
But I'm like, you guys were supposed to play Vaughn, and then Danny lost it because he was like, now we're playing JRC. But I think at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, man. You're going to have to face these guys regardless, right?
Mm-hmm. There's no difference.
No. Did Toronto team win the OHFs last year?
Yeah, Vaughn.
Mm-hmm. So they're going to be definitely a contender.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and you guys have a few buddies that play over there?
Like, just playing at, like, spring tournaments against them, and kind of, like, and also with them, just kind of trying to grow friendships, like, in Toronto, just trying to get them to, like, be friends with you, to be honest. So, like, you can say that you know someone from Toronto and they play for a Toronto team as well.
Is there any particular guys out there that right now that you guys know besides yourselves that are, kind of like highly touted from the Toronto area? Who would be the, like, let's say, top 3 guys in that area?
Belch is up there.
Yeah, I would say a couple, like, of the Niagara kids too, like Babs and
Gilby,
Danny as well. Like, they're all workhorses, and
you
always think like the Toronto kids are all like skill, but they also know how to work hard. They just don't have full skill. So
I noticed from being there, because we spent a year with Mason there, like, I think we all spend money training, we all spend money on skating, but they just kind of do it at another level because there's more money. And they just seem to go. I remember there was like, I remember the sessions were like $25 a guy on the ice to skate. Now it's like $60. Yeah. It's absolutely insane what it's gotten to. But there are more people that can afford that there than we can here. But yeah, they were like, let's go here, let's train with this guy, let's go here. And you're like, holy shit, man, I can't keep up with this. Yeah. This is absolutely insane. Yeah. But I know your parents invest heavily into you guys for the summers and make sure you guys have everything that you need. You guys find that it's kind of gotten a little bit crazy, like sticks, $500?
Yeah, just here, and even like outside of hockey, like groceries, I always hear my mom coming back, and she's like, just spent $300 on groceries this month.
Got nothing.
So yeah, everything's kind of went up in prices, so it's just a big thing that everyone notices, even if outside of hockey as well. Yeah,
and I think you guys, like, right now you're young, but I say to guys, appreciate that, because you're, it's
a hell of a lot harder.
Imagine guys who, like, let's say can't do that. I feel bad because I feel like in Canada, this is our sport. It should be cheaper, some subsidies somewhere, but I guess all you guys can do is get sponsorships, right? Do the teams still do that?
Some teams.
Some?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up to the individual?
Yeah, I think our team has a couple Amy's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Trevor got you guys anything like any sponsorship with like any local places to get a deal on sticks or anything like that, or you guys just do that on your own?
I think, not that I know of any team sponsorships, but
it's hard, I think.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah. As soon as if they did that for you guys, there'd be like 10 teams going, where's ours?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Same with you guys, Hicksy. But I don't know. I think moving forward, what are the top 4 teams in the Alliance you think come mid-season? Who you guys think that it's going to be? I know you guys will be there.
Yeah, I think it'll be like either one of us again for first place. So us two, Elgin and London. And I think Huron got off to a slow start, but
they're better than that.
They're better.
They'll
Yeah.
bounce back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about Waterloo?
Waterloo's good.
They're a good team.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good teams. It's going to be closer this year than it has in the past.
Yeah, because I see Windsor's undefeated right now too, right?
Yeah, every team's like going to be better than they have in the past.
Yeah, which is good for you guys for the competition.
Yeah.
Like I think the higher the level. Well, why do you think, Mace? Was it like that last year too, or did it drop off a lot?
Dropped off a lot.
It dropped off a lot.
Every year is different.
Yeah.
But in minor midget, it picks up quite a bit. Like, you won't find like irrelevant players. Like everyone's gonna chase you down and skate after.
Right.
You. Yeah. Like, and you're not gonna find a guy that just out there for fun. It's got a lot faster.
Yeah, you guys, your agents come out, watch you guys play a little bit, or what?
Yeah.
Or you try to, like, when you get, like, because Vaughn, yours is in Toronto, right? So does he come, like, to those tournaments and stuff like that?
Yeah, he'll come to a couple.
Yeah, do they give you guys some advice on that, too? Like, watch the games and give you some tips on that?
Yeah, just mostly just keep playing my game. He'll give me a few pointers there and there, but just stay level-headed.
How's your dad? Like, I know he played university hockey. He's obviously a smart dude. He's been around. Does he help you out with things?
Oh, yeah, he helps out a ton.
So he's very tight with you.
I'm very grateful for it. He helps me out all the time with, like, hockey and, like, just the mindset and, like, how to carry myself, how to eat, how to...
Yeah, good, man. He's smart like that, eh?
He's amazing. Awesome.
So he played... Is he from St. Thomas?
Yep, grew up in St. Thomas.
Played in St. Thomas.
Played St. Thomas, Junior B.
Yeah.
And then once he aged out of that, he went to Waterloo.
And played 4 or 5 years there.
Yeah, for university hockey.
Yeah. And was he pretty good?
He says he was all right. I always think like
he's good.
Obviously,
yeah.
I'm gonna be biased. I think he looked like watching some. He looked really good.
He looked good, and you said he's still like fast. Like you're like he was a fast skater.
Oh yeah, he can fly.
Fly.
And like he used to bag skate with us. Like he used to help coach in like minor Pee Wee, maybe like 4 years ago. And he could like keep up with us. Like he was beating us in the back.
Has he tried shooting with your like sticks? Like, or does he use the old ones?
No, he just uses whatever he has because we're different hands.
Yeah.
So he can't really. But
I think he would have been still wooden sticks back.
100%.
When he played.
Probably.
Around the end.
Because then I know beginning of Thornton's career, it was he had Easton was a sponsor, and they'd have the wooden stick that they would stick.
The wooden stick ended with my age group when I started playing. Around like 8 or 9 years old.
Then it ended.
It went from like pure wood to like fiberglass wood, like fiberglass outing over top of the wood to keep it from breaking, and then it went to fiberglass. After that. Yeah.
You guys ever tried shooting with a wooden stick just for a joke?
Yeah, just a couple.
Take Danny
times.
Savret's
No, Danny actually.
or Trevor's.
You missed it. Danny broke a stick yesterday at practice. Trying to move a couple pucks. And
Was he pissed?
Finally, you can buy a new damn stick.
Oh,
no,
Jesus.
He wasn't that mad. It was pretty funny, though.
Trevor skate around a little bit with you guys out there?
Yeah.
Can he still, like, move around?
Yeah, he's good.
Oh,
he's still got hands.
Yeah, he's so smart, man. Like, I was watching him, I think last year, just at one of the practices showing the drills, and he's, like, getting mad at the guys going, like, it's hard, right? Because he was at another level. You guys know, there's the player that's really cerebral, gets the game, may not have to work as hard, does well. Then you got the other guy who has to work up and down the ice to make everything happen all the time. And he was that other guy, the first guy that I was talking about. But, you watch, he would not, in today's game, he would be a stud. I'm telling you, if he was playing. Back in those days, he was smaller. He wasn't able to, with the bigger guys, they had the 6'4", 6'5". So everything's shifting and changing.
Yeah, it's a lot of speed and skill now.
It's a lot of speed and skill.
Yeah. Shiftiness side to side.
Yeah.
But
so, Hicksy, this year, what's your goal? What is the team goal for you?
Obviously, the team goal is to make it the furthest we can and get like pretty much every player noticed at the OHL Cup, and that's obviously the team goal. But we know that we have to work for it.
Yeah. And then you got a good group in place like that. You guys have been together for a while. There's a few changes you guys had.
Yeah, a few changes over the years, but like I think there's 7 or 8 of us that have been there since.
Crew that's been there for a while.
The OGs, like we call them.
Yeah.
So,
Vaughn, are you guys, is most of your team the same?
No, we're pretty, like, we're a tight-knit group. We've been together for, like, 4 or 5 years, but I think there's 5 of us left from...
The original.
Like, the original.
Who are those guys?
Luke Thomas, me, Jacob Vandeven, Breckelmans, and then James McGregor.
So, like 6 guys.
Yeah.
And who are your guys? You?
Me, Dylan Durno, Daniel Casey, Jay Moore, Ethan Dean. But there's Luke Woviak and Keaton Hahn. Keaton played for us until last year, and when he got cut from our team and went to go play in Huron, and then Woviak played for 2 years, I think, and then played AA, and then he actually played for...
yeah, he was AA.
Yeah, and then transferred to...
Our team.
To your team. Yeah.
And then now he's back with us. He was actually the guy that taught me how to play D. I remember Adam's like, you're going to play with Wovie, and I remember we were always D partners, and it was obviously fun playing with him. And
yeah, he's a good player too, man.
yeah, like just kind of like reuniting with him this year, so it's great.
There's a lot of good players on both of these teams. I think you guys can stack up against the Toronto teams. I think, like you said, obviously they may have a few more that might be deeper on that third line.
They got nothing.
But I think you guys have played? Who's any like Marlboro teams yet or JRC or no?
We played Barely.
That's it. Bayer is good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You guys play anybody in that tournament that was from Toronto?
We didn't play.
You played Quinty.
Yeah, we played.
Hey?
Didn't play any.
You guys didn't play Quinty?
We played Central.
You played Quinty.
Played Central.
Played a lot of
Hamilton, Steel.
OMHA teams.
Yeah.
Like that.
What about who's the Express again? That's
York Simcoe.
are they any? No,
Yeah, they're good.
because they're usually a fairly strong team.
Yeah, I think they're pretty good again this year.
Yeah, they're a good squad.
Yeah. And what do you guys? 33 games, right? Regular season.
It's 30 now because the Hamilton team
Dropped out.
They moved into the OMHA. They merged.
The,
There was
the
two of them that moved
Huskies.
So they're gone to the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why do you think what happened there, Hicks?
I think it was just like over the years, like obviously like both teams were kind of struggling, and they just thought like maybe it was also hard like because maybe they had boundary issues. Like some Husky kids were playing for the Bulldogs when they shouldn't be, so then they just combined both
Decided to
teams.
go that way.
Yeah.
The Huskies have even been bad since I was playing with junior nights. Like,
So is it the same? Them? They 30 games for them too. 30 everywhere.
around that.
It's something around that.
Yeah, it would be weird if they didn't.
Yeah.
3 games per team, depending on how many teams are in the league. GTHL probably plays more games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you guys model your? Who do you try to model your game after in the NHL?
I would say I play like Braden Montour, like an Evan Bouchard, like just watching him in London, and obviously he's a great power play guy, but he knows how to play defense as well.
Yeah.
So I like to model after those guys.
They're good guys.
Yeah.
So I know you guys have billeted for a few years. London Knights is great to have those guys around the
Yeah.
house. You
Yeah.
pick their brains a lot, Hixie?
Yeah. Obviously, we started with the St. Thomas Stars because my brother played there, and we got forward. It was either that or he lives with the coaches, but so
You don't want to do that.
no. And then we got Matthew Paris. He got traded to Niagara this year. So, and then Sam Dickinson. He was drafted 4th overall to Niagara,
Yeah.
and then he didn't want to go to Niagara, so he came down to London, and he's in my agency too. So obviously, kind of like knowing him from that, and then he moved in. And obviously, it's a big year, NHL draft for him, so just kind of like seeing what he does around the house and kind of like model after him.
Yeah, good solid dude, eh?
Yeah.
You got Michael Simpson there too.
Yeah, we picked up Simmer. He's also in Wasserman as well. So
Is he Wasserman too? Yeah.
it's a Wasserman house in there. So it's obviously different seeing a goalie and their routine. So also like kind of like seeing what Sam does because he's a defenseman, and then Michael as well because he's a goalie. And obviously goalies are a little strange or
They're different guys.
They're
Yeah,
different.
You know that.
So Michael has his own routines and Sam has his own routines. So I kind of like try to pick their brains on like what to do. I've talked to Sam already like on things like because he's been watching some games so far and he's giving me pointers on what to do better and like what I'm good at.
Yeah, it's good to have that. I think your parents enjoy it too. I think you guys.
My parents love it.
I've been to your house a couple times just to kind of see everybody kind of walking around there.
Yeah.
But your mom's funny. She's always cooking, always cleaning, always.
Yeah.
But she's a great lady, man. She does a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, she does a lot.
Where Vaughn comes from, a family where it's like 2 police officers, right? Mm-hmm. And they're busy. They're going all the time. Mm-hmm. Are they both daytimes? They shift work? Your dad's shift?
My dad's shift. My mom's Monday to Friday.
Yeah,
days.
and I know the amount of work that they put in for you too. It's, that's tiring, man. Parker's driving to London to train. You're driving to friggin' Kamoka. Yeah. It's a lot, right?
No, I'm very grateful for both.
For sure. And then this past year, you're kind of skating with Mark Vokes.
Yep.
He's awesome, eh?
He's amazing.
Yeah.
He's
so smart.
Yeah, I love just listening to him and things he has to say and teach me about like my game and like stuff moves I can make. Like I'm just extremely grateful that he happened to be around.
Oh yeah, like this guy was a junior. Mark was one of my customers way back. He probably told you, but it was like back in the late '90s, and he was just a junior B player. He played junior C, and then he made junior B, and he wasn't the best skater like back then. Maybe improved. But he was like always in the right spot. Yeah. And he was scoring. And then somehow he made his way over to Europe, which is hard to do from junior B. Oh, yeah. He never played OHL. His brother did. Mm-hmm. Brother was a really good player in the OHL. Another kid that I trained back in the early 2000s. I think he was like a second-round pick in the OHL. But he went over there and he started playing really well. Mm-hmm. And he wasn't on one of the top teams, but he still did well for himself. Yeah, he played, how many years did he play there?
I don't know, but he just finished like a couple years ago. I'm pretty sure. And then he came back the summer, and then I started skating with him, and I skated with him all this summer. And it was just
amazing. Yeah, so what's he good at teaching?
Like, just like little maneuvers to like protect the puck and rim collection. Like working on the walls, cutbacks.
Which is a huge part for you.
I love it. And like just like little hand like movements with your hands and like he helps me with skating too. So like he's pretty much just all around.
And he's a development guy for New Jersey right now.
Yeah.
And then who would you skate with in the summertime, Hicksy? You had a few guys you go to, eh?
Yeah, this summer was a little different. I skated mostly in Toronto, but obviously you skated with Jason Williams as well.
Jason's awesome too, yeah.
Yeah, in Toronto I played in the Sunday Carnivale League and also skated with Paul Ranger. He played in the NHL for Tampa and Toronto, I'm pretty sure.
And what is he? Is he a defense guy?
Yeah, he's defense. The things that we learned then were just like how to really play defense and why we play defense.
So a good teacher.
Yeah, I learned a lot from him. So it was awesome just being in Toronto.
You really start to identify, I think, when you guys get to your age, like who has skills to teach in your, the things that are going to make you guys improve, because there's a lot of guys doing it. And I think I've taken Mason everywhere, to every top guy around when he was playing. And it's amazing how many guys you go, I've been going to that guy and I haven't really learned anything. But you go to Mark, like you said, and you're like, holy smokes, like you're just sponging it, right?
Yeah, it's the same when I go to Oakville in the summer.
Yeah.
With BT&L.
Yeah.
It's just amazing there, like the caliber of like
the players and stuff, right?
The intensity of the workouts and the skates, it just makes you want to be better.
Yeah, so the guys compete hard. Like, is there some AHL guys there?
Yeah, they're the McLeod brothers.
Yeah.
Malcolm Spence plays for the Erie Otters. Jack Campbell was there for a bit.
Yeah.
The goalie, and then there's a couple other.
Who's he with, Vaughn?
Edmonton.
Edmonton, right? Mm-hmm. Is he playing with them?
I think so.
So he's in their system. He's like a backup or starter goalie?
Starter. Or it's like a tandem. There's two of them.
Yeah.
He played for the Leafs a couple years ago.
Did he?
Yeah.
What's it like? Oh, Campbell.
Campbell, yeah.
So where's he now?
Edmonton.
Wow, he was doing pretty good there in Toronto.
Yeah, he was doing pretty good, yeah.
Surprised they friggin' traded him there, but actually I'm not surprised. Toronto.
Yeah.
They traded
moves there.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite NHL team, Hicksy?
It's always been Pittsburgh, but it's kind of bouncing around. Obviously, seeing Toronto do so well, and you're from Ontario, so
you're not stuck to one team, like
no, kind of bouncing in between.
Yeah. You Vaughn?
I like watching all hockey, but Montreal has been my favorite team.
Your dad a Montreal guy?
No, my dad's a Leafs guy.
He's a Leafs guy.
Battle now.
Yeah, and my mom my mom was born in Montreal, and then so growing up, she was just like always loved the Habs. So then I was like, oh, I want to like the team my mom likes.
Yeah, that they have a big history there.
Yeah, so she was from. That's the reason she's from Montreal, and I've liked her. Then I always liked watching Carey Price growing up.
You been to any games in Montreal ever? No.
No, I went to a Montreal game in Buffalo.
Like Montreal Buffalo.
Yeah.
Hicksy, where's the furthest you've went to watch an NHL game?
I think it's Pittsburgh.
So you did go to Pitt to watch
Yeah,
it, eh?
yeah, it was awesome there. Just
Was
like,
it the new, they got a new rink? Because when I was there, it was obviously still got the older rink,
I think it's still the
the older one.
PPG. I think, and then we actually watched the Canadians play, seeing Subban, Price, like all those guys play, and it was great.
Yeah, and then you got your man Crosby over there still grinding it out. I went to go watch a game last year in Toronto, watching him in warm up. This guy warming up, I'm going. Like, it just didn't stop. It was relentless the whole time he was out there. He just had his system and his whatever he was doing. I was like, and then you watch Malkin, and it would be kind of the opposite, goofing around a little bit, whatever.
Yeah.
I think everybody does their thing.
Some
but
people are superstitious.
yeah.
Some people don't care.
Are you guys, like, if you have that kind of a warm-up, are you spending that kind of, are you doing, because everybody has their own style, and I don't think it's bad or good. I think it's whatever makes you tick. But are you guys that intense when it comes to the warm up and the I know you only get 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But would you guys put that much effort into a warm up like Crosby?
I like
or a little less.
Like a 75-25. I like to keep it loose. Have fun with the boys warming up, but like I also know you got to dial it in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because like that's what gets you prepared for the games is having a good warm up. So I try to like make sure I get my hands ready, my feet ready, but like also have fun with it.
You gotta have fun. Yeah. You Hixie?
Yeah, same thing as Vaughn. Like obviously you know what's on the stake during the game, and just trying to stay loose as much as you can. And like obviously like what Crosby does, like I think there's a McDonald's logo and he goes around, does his toe drinks.
Yeah, he does that stuff. He follows it.
And then like same thing with me. Like forwards are in the corner, D are on the blue, and I just do my little stick handling, get the feet going. And just trying to have fun, like Vaughn said, just stay loose.
Yeah. And how are you guys doing in school? Do you guys find it a challenge? I know you guys are on the ice a lot. You're training. Is it get tiring or what sometimes? Or you guys got to get your sleep, I would assume.
Yeah. School's been obviously a little bit harder this year with hockey kind of picking up and the stress of hockey and stress of school. So obviously it was the same thing with school, just trying to have fun with it and like try to do the best that you can. Obviously, you're not everyone's a 90 student. And
no, you don't have to be.
No, just kind of like middle of the pack kind of student.
Is it tough? Is it gotten harder grade? You guys are in 11 now, right? Is it tougher?
Grade 10.
Like big difference?
If you don't pay attention, if you're locked in class and you're paying attention, like engaged with the teacher, it makes it way easier. If you do your homework, it makes it way easier. But if you don't and just like kind of just hang out, you'll
pay for it.
You'll catch yourself falling behind very quickly.
Like you guys ever, you wouldn't close the door on NCAA, I would assume either, right?
Definitely not.
No way. Like, I mean, it's definitely gotten more popular.
Yeah.
I think the facilities there are so sick. like some of the like dressing rooms and like the campus that I've seen.
Crazy.
And like the fact that you get an education with it too is just
exactly.
Yeah.
My buddy's he coached with me, and when I was with the Islanders, he's the head coach for Notre Dame hockey. Jeff Jackson, he's the most winningest coach in the NCAA right now. We went to the change. Remember the STX tournament? You guys have probably been to that, right?
Were you guys in the Notre Dame tournament?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were there. Took him in there, and he's like, they fly around in planes, and they have everything. Yeah. So I think you guys, back in the old days, nobody really cared about that, but now it's gotten really popular.
Yeah,
the hockey's gotten better.
Yeah, everywhere.
So everyone is suggesting.
But you guys are everybody kind of knows who you guys are. You guys have been good players since you've been younger. But I think as a player, you always have to have your options open, no matter what.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you got the USHL, that's solid. Mm-hmm. BCHL, solid. Some of the Tier 2 teams are good. The leagues are good. Mesa, Alberta, you were over there. Good league. Is it as good as the BCHL?
Yeah.
Similar.
They're all pretty similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, have you had anybody reach out? Like, do they ever? I remember Perfetti and those guys were getting like apparent offers from NCAA at their U16 year.
No,
You hear about that?
it was just verbal commits.
Yeah.
They can't offer you anything at that age.
No. They get you to sign. It wouldn't mean anything anyway. If you signed a contract, it'd be like if they didn't want you anymore, if you played bad, you'd be out.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that that's a little bit ridiculous, to be honest with you. Like, how do you know if someone's going to want to go NCAA at 16? So I think, to me, it'd be like if I was a first or second round pick and I signed with an OHL team that gave me a package, I'd probably do that. If they didn't, and I went a little later, then obviously you're going to consider both options, right? Because I mean, who wouldn't like going to Michigan or look what happened with McAllister, right?
Yeah, that's a great example there.
Like McAllister is, I think eventually he's going to have a shot. He's gotten a lot better, but he said that was the most fun time in his life.
Yeah.
He said the amenities were incredible. The training was incredible. Like anything he wanted was there. Food, amazing. So I don't think you can discount it, but we have good schools here too. I mean, I think if you guys had a chance to play first choice, would it be OHL?
I don't know yet.
Yeah, it's good that
I haven't decided. Like, I wouldn't complain about either one.
Either one.
They're both amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know any guys that play NCAA?
Obviously McAllister. My brother kind of always knew him, doing skates with his dad Brian, and just hearing like everyone's story is obviously different. So
yeah, I think it's definitely something that you gotta leave on the table regardless. I wish, going back to Mason's age, that we were always trying to push OHL, and I think we went to some of these camps, we pulled back after the 48-hour rule. But if we had to do it all over again, Mason, do you think you would have tried to go that way?
Yeah,
Yeah?
Not a big fan of school.
No, I know you didn't like the school. That was the thing.
Besides that, I would like to do it.
But what do you need? What do you need? 75 to get into these places? Like, do you need 90? You don't need 90.
No, I'm 75, 80.
Yeah, like 75, 80 would get you in, right?
yeah.
Depending on
if
the
you're-
school.
if
it's Ivy, then you have to probably have high 80.
Yeah.
But
No, Ivy. Not for me, that's for sure. But yeah, it's Mace, you got any tips for these guys? You kind of like going into their, kind of just to close out the podcast, moving up
anybody who's coming Saturday at the Kamoka Wellness Center,
4:45.
5 p.m. These boys will be going head to head, but no, I'm just you guys rock, man.
Yeah, man, we're really proud of you
watching
guys.
you guys play.
We enjoy watching you guys. Like, we give a shit about what we do. We enjoy watching you guys come in and actually put a full effort into your training every time.
And I get to see it come out firsthand with
on the ice.
there.
Yeah.
I get to see Vaughn just clobber us there.
No, but you know what? Very mature.
It's good. Like they all
Mature for their age.
Everyone goes
Yeah.
at it, and everybody is challenging each other, and
Yeah,
we'll see what happens here this weekend, and I'm pumped for it.
yeah. I'm really excited to watch that game for sure. And there'll be a few others. This will be the first of the regular season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But guys, we appreciate you guys, and we wish you nothing but the best. And we'll be there watching you guys and helping you guys wherever we can this year.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, boys. Thanks for bringing us on to the show tonight.
Thank you.
All right, boys.